We have some exciting news. If you have been here, you know that we have been raising money for Blue Path this entire weekend. And I want to tell you about a very specific incentive quickly that connects to this run that we have going on right away. So for Roots of Pacha, we can draw an Amogus for every $10 that have been raised since it opens. The runners will paint an Amogus during the painting festival about an hour and a half into the run. And maybe with a big enough donation to Blue Path, you could probably convince them to draw other stuff too. Reminding that this started at $2,175. And we have already raised over $2,285 for Blue Path, which is awesome. And we are all ready to see this wonderful run for the start of our fishing block. Put your hands together for Roots of Pacha Fish Percent with Belle, Hopop, KainMoogle, and MamaBlackwing. Let's go fishing!
Ready for a fishing game? I mean a farming game, I mean a fishing game?
Let's go fishing!
Let's go fishing! This is
Again?
Roots of Pacha, a Stone Age stylized farming game. We're not doing any farming, we're doing fishing. I don't know why they let me back here again. I'm Hopop, I am joined by Kain, Belle, MamaBlackwing. Let's just get the fishing, let's not waste any more time. So, we're gonna start off in 3, 2, 1. We do have to wait a little bit for it to actually sync us all up. But we're ready to go. So, fish percent. We're going to catch all the different types of fish in this game. There's a special achievement actually in the game. This means we have a few things we need to do. The big thing we have to do is to get a harpoon. The harpoon lets us catch harder fish. And we have to go catch fish in each different season in the many different locations in this game. So all our efforts will be focused on fishing. It turns out, the best way to make money in this game is also fishing. So we'll be doing almost entirely fishing for you tonight. Except for when there's a few small pauses, but a lot of fishing. We're prepared to do stuff that is not fishing for us to keep us entertained. But we'll get to that later. Immediately getting into fishing. This is a fishing minigame. Setting the fish, put your mouse or control over it, and wait for that bar to fill up. And you catch a fish. Welcome to the next 2.5, 3 hours.
It's so cozy. Are any of you actual also like fishing fans in real life, or just kind of video game fishing, would you say?
I have never done actual fishing. I guess I've technically done some crabbing, but always like a catch and release. And that was many years ago when I was a child, but no actual fishing.
Okay, amazing. Well, then this is your expertise right here. We love to see it.
Honestly, I mean, I have fish occasionally, but not very often. I think the last time was last month, actually, for work. I had to take a client out fishing.
Oh, no way.
I haven't fished since I was in real life since I was a kid, and I think I only went once. But I'm hoping that when a friend comes to visit next year, she'll take me fishing and watch me squirm over trying to do it all, because I'm probably gonna scream.
I've never been fishing.
No, that's all right.
I did used to play that Pro Bass game on the PS1. So
Hey.
I was going to say, like, there's so many, we were kind of talking about this in the green room a little bit, but there are so many games with fishing mini games in them too.
I have no joke done randomizers focused on fishing minigames. Don't ask how I did it, but I somehow did it and I roped other people into it.
So is that why we're here? Because you have a fishing endgame addiction?
Maybe. more so addiction to the game in general, and you were like, okay, what if we just submitted something to this event? What would we do though? Fishing? Sure. And here we are now. Just fishing.
Just fishing.
Yeah, I really wanted to ask why this game? Like, what about Roots of Pacha really drew you in at first?
So,
Hop.
it was a very random thing. I forget why I initially got into the game. It was sometime in June or July. I just bought this game for some reason, and it was right before a big update, its big 1.2 update that added some nice new stuff. And I just got into it, and I'm like, this is such a good game. I want to play this with people. So I just went to one of the communities I'm in. I'm like, hey, I found this fun farming game. Do people want to play it with me? And then I did, and I offered. So I offered to buy as well for some people. And these three nerds are like, sure, we'll buy and play it with you. And again, here we are now.
No, you got to get it right, Hop. You ended up talking me and Kain into getting it, and then with me and you playing it so much, we got Belly into it. Well, Belle.
My wife ended up watching me play this, got interested in it, so I bought her a copy.
Yes, it's spreading.
Chain reaction, yes. We haven't been playing as much recently, just for various reasons, but probably should get back into it. I'm not sure how much after all this fishing we've been doing.
I am honestly burnt out on this game. I had to step away just so that I could play on the actual stream today. Because I was the one that worked on the dock for the whole thing, and I spent hours trying to perfect the dock just so that we would actually have the exact what we needed, when the time was, and everything. So it was a lot of hours just me playing and trying to mathematic the whole thing, and because I got just bound and determined. I was like, okay, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this heavy. We're gonna do this in a very quick mathematical way and everything. And I even was working on it when I was going out and taking care of appointments and everything. So my computer was going with me everywhere.
I did not ask her to do this. She did this on her own.
No, I did. I committed. I committed to it. I was like, I gotta do something. I've committed.
I'm all out of stamina now, so I gotta go cook some fish for us to eat.
We got to go into town hall and roast up the fish.
Yep.
This is very like circle of life-ish I'm seeing, where it's like we're spending the whole game catching fish, and then in order to catch more fish, we need to cook the fish and eat the fish, and then go catch some more fish.
Exactly.
Yeah, I will say,
I love it.
just to not put anybody off of the game, that there's plenty of other stuff to do. We just made the decision of, we're going to catch all 45 fish as fast as we can.
So, Blackwing, you sound like the knowledge keeper of all of the fish lore and math and whatnot. Can you tell us a little bit about that process, or just if there's any quirks we should know about the fishing?
Really, it's like almost every other game. It's a luck of a draw. It depends on how fast and when the actual fish want to show up. We found out that it's like randomized. One type of game playthrough is going to give you something that another type of game playthrough isn't. So it was really a luck of a draw, and like the weather we found out actually doesn't have a pattern. It's also randomized. So it was just trying to figure out which route to go and which would be the fastest route. We figured out how to get the harpoon as quickly as possible and how many days we can skip so that it actually gives us the chance to get all of it within a speedrun time frame. So you'll see us actually sleeping a lot of the days because there's nothing to do. We skip all of the cutscenes, and when it came to some of the fish had prioritized not fishing in certain locations during certain seasons, but we kind of split up from that when we were first trying it out, and I think I played this through 10 times just to see if there was a pattern with the weather. And then
That's amazing.
I wanted to, it's like there was nothing online about it, and I was like, well, if there's nothing online, I'm gonna find this out. And I was like, oh great, it really is just a heavy randomizer and luck of the game, pretty much.
I'll just say, you might have noticed from our screens and such that there's knowledge levels. As we catch more fish, we understand them more, and we can catch better fish that'll give us more money. So that's why we're specifically aiming to catch this one fish over and over again to maximize the profit we're getting from it.
Yeah, if you're looking at our screens, whenever you see us hover over a fish, you'll see there's, different segments underneath. Like the one I'm on right now has 2 bars. And that's how easy it is to catch the fish. Once the bars all fill up all the way, it's a guaranteed catch. If it's not all the way up there, it's a percentage chance. It's like I can fish, it wasn't full, it was blinking on the second bar, I was still able to catch it, luckily enough. As you gain knowledge about a particular fish, which is one of the reasons we're working on the porcupine fish, the one that currently has 2 bars, because as you catch more of them, like Hop was saying, the knowledge goes up, and it makes it to where the fish has less segments to fill to be caught.
We have the better quality fish that we can catch, it will give us more money.
And then also you add in, once you get the harpoon, it makes it a little easier to catch all of them. And there's actually a few of them that you can't even catch without having the harpoon. There's certain ones that come out only during the rain, and there are specific season ones in different locations. So it's just a whole figure out where and when to go.
Yeah, if you know Stardew and its fishing system is in terms of times of day, weather, and season, it's the same, very similar thing where you can only catch fish in certain times of day, certain weather, certain season, certain location. Very similarly in that way, though the fishing mechanic itself very different, and I much prefer this one to Stardew's because much easier and less annoying and frustrating.
No, Stardew is an understatement. And then when you add in, when it comes to playing this on like the Switch, which is what Belle is on, it's a lot easier than when trying to do Stardew. Stardew on the PC is actually easier than on the consoles. Whereas, I mean, it's also easier to catch the fish on PC because you just have to use your mouse versus using the joystick. And the joystick, if you have one that has one of those little drags or something, you're not going to catch very easily. I think it's close enough. I'm not going to... Is there enough time to still fish a little more?
Yeah, we haven't gotten a late at night message yet.
Yeah, we want to wait for that message before we go. Oh, well, we're up to knowledge 4 already on day 1. We're doing wonderfully.
And with knowledge about, the fish in our case, they do max out at level 5.
Yeah, then I guess starting at level 4 though, we can get best quality, but level 5 knowledge just increases the chance of getting the rarer fish. Another thing to say, as you see that we're all playing as co-op, the devs designed this game very much with co-op in mind. You saw it's very easy to jump in and out of games. You saw we started this all. We all got into a room before we got into the game. But once we're in game, people can easily drop in, drop out if they need to, and it's on cross-platform across all platforms right now, if I'm correct. They just had a release on Xbox when they did the 1.2 release in July, if I'm remembering that correctly.
Yes, and I believe it's already out on PS4, PS5, and the thing with Roots of Pacha is, regardless of system, if you have the correct room code as another player, you can play multiplayer.
Yeah, we're able to do this with 3 players on a computer and 1 player on a Switch.
I also want to shout out that we do have some other farming game love in chat, I can see. So I do see some more Stardew lovers for sure. And I also have to say myself, as a farming game speedrunner, I do get the pain of the fishing and the RNG and all that, so my heart is with you too. But yeah, we know the pain. We know the pain. But it's really great to see so many other farming game lovers joining us today too. If you do want to sound off and chat and let us know your favorite, or in donations even, let us know. Would love to hear which farming games you're into and which one might be your fave.
Right, we did have a Junimo Kart tournament earlier in the marathon, and then a very much unplanned
I got the Stargazer.
impromptu Stardew segment as well, just to fill some time. Oh, look at that. I've already got some best quality fish.
I am genuinely amazed that you found enough people willing to play Junimo Kart.
They had a whole tournament for it, so
How?
I had enough people. Oh, you got Stargazer already. Lovely.
Hey, alright.
That means we do not need to worry about getting that fish later, even though we will continue to be fishing all day. Oh, now it's time to sleep. Who's this nerd who just spoke up in chat?
That would be my wife.
You're what?
Hello.
Whoa!
Aww.
I'll be right there. I want to finish my stamina.
I have to ask her, are you and the others still alive? Because she has currently taken my place in a Pathfinder game with her own character, but she took my spot since I was called to charity work.
Yo, we love charity work.
We love charity work. It's time for our rite of passage.
Oh yes, another cutscene to skip. But this will actually help because we can get a nice boost from this by clicking on "We would like to be fishy," a fish that was lucky enough to catch. We will each individually get a boost to our fish spawning. It'll help us, especially because this is in this first month we need to catch lots of fish. So the faster the fish spawn for us to catch, the faster we can catch them. That's how that works, right?
Indeed.
Yes. Go back.
Fail.
So remember to skip the cutscene. Alright, and now we could talk to
now
talk to everyone. We're getting introduced to all these wonderful people here, but no, we're just gonna leave.
We are people on a mission. That mission is fishing.
Fish. We are ready to fish. Fish.
And even though we just walked away from here, we have to walk away from here again. Are there any spring exclusive fish here?
Not that I don't believe so, but we can still fish here in the forest to catch the fish that are here.
And one thing that also I think lent to us doing this fishing speed run was the fact that the most recent update also gave different aesthetic differences between the different fishing biomes.
Yes, that is nice. It used to all look the same, but as of 1.2 update, they have a special. Each of the fishing minigames look different depending on the location you are in.
You know, I think I've seen all of the different fishing looks except for the cave one.
I don't think I've looked at the cave one yet either. Unfortunately, we will not be showing the cave one today because that requires a lot of work to get to the spot in the cave where the fishing spot is. But that is a very special fishing spot if you're trying to especially get lots of those rare fish you want to go and get them in the... You want to fish in the cave because that's a higher chance to catch the better fish. But it takes a lot of work to get to that. Yeah, so I'm going to get back to, so let me do some cooking first, and then we'll get back to the fishing. Alright, over here. Your Blackwing, something else. Do you want to get the wood we'll need to make some dryers? Or it's not dryers, some smokers. Yeah, we would like some smokers so that we can smoke the fish and get more money for selling them. Because it's not money, it's specifically contributions. Might see sometimes when I'm paused in the top left, top right corners shows two different numbers. The top left number is the prosperity of the overall tribe, and then we have our individual contributions. Here you can see it now on the fishing minigame. The top left is overall village prosperity, and our individual, or I guess as a group, as the players in this game, our contributions, which works as our money. So the idea is we contribute to the tribe by providing fish or various other items, and it's how much we are basically appreciated for giving all that. So yes, you could provide raw fish, but if it's preserved or processed some way, it's better. And we won't...
I think the only processing that does not make it worth more is just flat out cooking it.
Yes, when you're literally cooking it, that means you're cooking it that you want to use it instead for stamina boost or various other buffs that food can provide, and though it costs less because it is already prepared food. It's not food waiting to be prepared, or that can be stored for a long time. Even though, of course, for game mechanics, you can make a food on the first day of spring and not eat it until the last day of winter, and it'll be perfectly fine. As you do in video games. Perfectly fine. Though we will want to make at least
Through my regular fish because I didn't have
stone
inventory
box.
space.
Oh, we didn't get the
Into
box
the
on day
contribution
one,
thing.
did
If you want
we?
to pull it out for actual
We
food.
didn't.
No.
Oops, small time loss there, but should be fine in the long run. Could check, but I don't think she will.
I can just use stamina real quick to
Yeah.
get the
can see if
materials to
she'll-
make a box.
Make a
Yeah,
box.
get
I'm
some
already
stone
on
and
it.
Oh, all right.
Wonderful. I will
I'll still see
continue
if they'll let me
fishing.
play bones. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 days. Yeah, nope.
Nope,
Can't do bones.
that's a shame. Well, it's not too bad of a time loss.
I'd have the dock open.
Yeah, I really should have that open. Could open up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't have the dock, so, and it's been 3 weeks since I've been on the game.
So it's been a bit. Here you go. I have it open on my side now.
How many things of wood do we need altogether?
We need. It's 5 plant fiber and 20 wood per smoker, and I believe we want to make 4 smokers in total.
3 smokers because we get 1 for free.
That's right. Thank you for that reminder as well. Because we do get 1 for free for the quest.
So we need 20 wood.
So we want 60
wood.
60 wood. Actually, 70 because we need some for the axe as well.
Yeah.
We need to get 1 axe so that we can get some hardwood to make the harpoon.
What was it to make the axe? It was wood
It is.
and...
It is.
Flint, which we get from the mines
Yeah.
once they open.
Oh, there you go. I missed a fish. Yes, we do have to go into the caves, which are where you where you go to get materials to upgrade your tools, and also you get to do some more mystical stuff by TikTok, as we will see once we get to the caves. More mystical aspects of this game, along with the pyramid, which we'll also get a glimpse at, which is, I guess I'll again discuss it once we get to that. But those are not really relevant to our run here. We are here to fish.
I think, I mean, I feel like it'd be a easy way to explain it as the pyramid is this game's equivalent of the community center.
Yeah, and though it's like the community center, but it works in a very different way because it's not just giving specific items, you're doing specific things. So sometimes that involves catching certain items, or getting certain items, but usually it involves doing some form of specific tasks.
And those would be, like catching a certain amount of fish, getting the ability to process things in a different way, getting a certain amount of friendship with a certain amount of people.
Yeah, one thing I can remember already, since we can actually technically do it already, is to cook a best quality dish. So we have best quality fish already, so if we want to, we can get that task done of cook a best quality dish. And then and the tasks are separated into sets of 4 based on what they're about. And then you complete these sets of tasks, the pyramid will grow and it will progress the story. You learn more about this world we live in, along with getting some nice accessories that give us buffs. We were thinking about if it was worth it at all to get one of the accessories that will help us with fishing, but in the long run it's better to just fish up front and then not try to get the certain accessory, because we have to do some other tasks that are not fishing and not directly giving us a contribution to get the harpoon.
There's 5 meals each for everyone in the
And prosperity.
box.
Because if I remember correctly, the harpoon itself is maybe 2,000 contributions, but what matters more is the prosperity. Probably, maybe not even 2,000. But the cost to get the harpoon is not as much as the cost to actually unlock the harpoon.
Would you have time for a couple quick donations?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Awesome. So we had $20 from JPEG. I just want to point this out really quickly. 2 Amogus drawings to be coming in later. And JPEG says, draw them kissing.
It
Thanks
will be
so
done.
much, Jay.
Yes. I'll write that down to remember. Yes.
Amazing. And we also had a $10 donation from Skyline360360. Thank you so much for your donation. And we also had $10 from Ruby Roo, who says, I want to play OO Night personally, but my kid nephew really wants to see Sans. Here's a donation on his behalf. And that is referencing one of the polls that we have open right now to change Ruby Roo's HK skin for the Archipelago tournament that will be coming up. So Sans Night is currently in the lead, but those tides could turn at any point. Now, just a reminder again, as we mentioned, every $10 donation will get the players to draw another Amogus about halfway through a run today. Runners, do you want to explain a little bit what that's about and why this could be so fun for all of us?
Hey, you had the idea, so you can
I did
discuss
have
it.
the idea. But this actually goes back to a shared multiplayer file with myself and my wife, where once we got to the fishing and once we got to the cave painting festival, she was drawing whatever she wanted, and I was just sneaking into other painting spaces and drawing just little crewmates from among us, just randomly, as in, like, you would turn a corner and there's one. Just a little guy on the wall.
And then you did that in our own shared save file that we were playing on as well, and it's like, why did you do this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Dude.
and I'm not doing the cave
Something
paintings.
we can do.
I
for some
already told them
donations.
I won't do the cave painting. I did.
We're already doing really, really well on that because I believe so. We started when we were at $2,175 raised for Blue Path service dogs, and now we're sitting at $2,325. I am personally horrible at math, but is that around like 15-ish?
100,
I'm not totally sure.
$150-ish, right? That sounds right. So yeah, 15 so
But like
far.
15 crewmates so far. We can get more, right, friends? Remember, every single $10 donation goes towards that. So if you have $10 that you'd like to donate towards Blue Path Service Dogs, hit us up. Follow that donation link, and we can draw some more cave paintings.
Yeah, no, I
mean,
told Hop after I
you
did.
could absolutely, if we get enough donations, enough money raised, we could not have enough space to paint all of them.
Next out the porcupine fish.
I'm not sure exactly how high we would need to go, but there is absolutely a limit to how much space we have to paint.
So we max it out. Heck yeah, let's do it. Let's figure out the maximum.
I don't want to do. I
How
personally do
many
not
crew
want to do the
members
cave.
can we paint?
Oh God, how many crew members do we make the
Figure it
boys
out live as we're
paint?
doing it.
I already told them. I'm after. So
Oh,
when we
no.
had our own community one,
What?
I
What's
made the
wrong,
logo for the
Just like,
actual
what's the
owner
problem?
of our where
I
our
do
community
these
came
things
through.
as a bit, and then it gets picked up, and I'm like, oh no.
This-
I
Yeah.
have gone too far.
This
Yeah,
whole run
you're-
segment
I mean-
was a bit, and now here we are.
Not wrong.
No. Oh, that fish.
You know, I stopped playing it because I just don't want to fish.
And then we had to drag you back here.
And
'cause
yeah,
you
yeah, and
agreed
yeah.
to one time.
Just
No, I'm
one
actually
last
okay.
job.
Yeah, no,
And then you're
one
done
last
for
time.
good.
Yeah. Well, I almost have the
Just
whole
when I
game,
thought
like-
I was out.
They
No.
pulled me back in.
Yeah, but I'm the one that's
Like,
like.
before this, I was
my
playing
game's-
something else.
Yeah, my game's almost like maxed out, where I've got all of everything almost
Kind
done.
of.
I have almost all the achievements and everything.
I also have some really good news for fishing fans if you want to hear too.
Let's hear
Yeah,
it.
please.
So-
more.
The really great news for fishing fans is we can get even more fishing today. We also have a milestone that is open right now for Final Fantasy XIV. And if we can raise $2,750 by the end of the marathon, they will add another FF14 fishing showcase. And this time, the professionals will be showing off what peak fishing gameplay looks like. And if we meet that incentive early, there's more fun incentives down the line. So we can get some more cave paintings. We can work towards that milestone. We can raise money for Blue Path service dogs. It's a major win-win situation, eh?
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
More fishing. Right, because our next segment is Final Fantasy fishing competition. It'll work very different than what we have going on right now.
Alright, Hop, go talk to your friend.
Go talk. My husband, you mean? Yes. So one of the key things is we have to. It's a small quest, but usually progression in this game comes from various ideas. These ideas come up here in the terms of smoke signals. Right now we just have some quests, basic quests, but later on some ideas will pop up like this person has an idea, and that usually help us progress in general technology and make life better and easier for everyone in the village. Those will come up later, like the harpoon is one of those ideas. But to get to the ideas, you usually have to acquire certain levels of prosperity and sometimes certain other tasks to be done. Like to unlock the harpoon, we need to have 54,000 prosperity and have caught 40 fish. I don't know, have we caught 40 fish yet?
More than likely, yes.
More than likely? Alright.
We've caught at least 5.
At least 5? I think so. I know I've caught at least 1. So this quest here for Freyr,
I think we've caught over 100 fish.
Catch and contribute some 3 fish for him. He will give us the access to making smokers, which will help us, which allow us to process our fish and to smoke them and get more contributions for them. And as always, back to fishing.
Indeed.
How much
have
plant fiber did we
the
need all
fish.
together?
No, this because this is a very so for now basic and repetitive. I mean, I did want to prepare ahead of time some possible topics of discussion, some of which we've already discussed. So we have discussed about other farming games and IRL fishing. But I just want to know in general about other fishing mini games people might like. I do think this is my favorite out of the games that I know of that I've played.
I mean, this is the
Fishing
easiest
for Froggy in Sonic Adventure.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yes.
How am I muted? I didn't hit a button.
Hey.
Oh, why was I muted?
Why were you just... Truly is a mystery. Thank you. Thank you, producer.
That was weird. That was... I wonder if I moved my mic just right, because my mic's been having issues. And I just bought this mic, too.
Well, something with Discord, but it's fixed now, and we can hear you again now.
So, I've been playing the most recent Yakuza or Like a Dragon game. And while they don't have their usual fishing minigame like they do in the other games, it just really turns into like a timing. You have to hit the button when the bars overlap. They have 3 separate ways to fish in the game. There's the basic
3?
one. Yes, because there is the regular fishing that you just, like, you borrow a person's fishing rod and use it, and that's where it's just you hit the button when the bars overlap. They have spearfishing when you unlock the basically Animal Crossing mini game that they put in Like a Dragon. And then you can go to one of the various arcades around the map in the game and play Sega bass fishing.
Because of course you can.
Look, Sega's got to put their stuff in their games as much as they can, and with the Yakuza and Like a Dragon series, that game is really just several mini-games in a crime drama trench coat.
The best way to play old Sega games is through Like a Dragon.
If only they'd put Lost Vikings out again.
Ooh. I believe that's currently playable, but they haven't, like, updated it at all. It's just the original release, but you can play it.
The ones that were on the, oh man. Yeah, no. It's been a long time since I've seen them.
I'm gonna go water.
Okay.
And
What else do I have to say? Oh, yes. I'm not sure if anyone else has been watching this event so far. I've been around both as a volunteer and a runner and just around. So, for both people here in chat, I don't know, and those in chat, what has been your favorite segment of this event so far? We are winding down, so it's gotta decide. We've had some wonderful segments, not including ones I've been a part of.
Not include. You just don't want to. You don't want people to point out that you've been in how many?
This is my third segment, and I'm also part of the tournament archipelago tonight for the finale. So
See,
I've been
See?
very involved with the event this time. So I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm trying to think. The 100-foot robot golf we had was wonderful. Before that was Omega Boost, which is also great. I want to pull up the
Had a lot going on while the marathon's been going on. So the only thing I've really caught was the robot golf, which I gotta say, it looked amazing.
I am sorely disappointed they didn't get to go into quick play and literally just beat each other up. Maybe in a future Multithon event they'll be doing some quick play 100-foot robot golf and beating each other up. That is truly delightful to see. I believe I've seen that in the past. I'm just looking at the schedule and going backwards now. We had Turnip Boy double feature this morning. Then ending last night was Pickle Deluxe Bingo, which sadly I did not see because I went to sleep. The very out there segment of Atlantis Nonazu versus Instant Noodles, where the runner played the game faster than it took a cup of ramen noodles to cook.
Hey,
It was short, but it was an experience. I did stay up to watch that after the Archipelago Randomizer pilot I did last night, which was myself guiding two other players through playing A Link to the Past Connected multi-world randomizer. Then we had Fly Wrench, which was a wonderful platformer without platforms. crazy
I
to watch.
I need more information.
It is. It's a. You're in a space and you're literally just like a line, and you're moving around, and you have to hit certain buttons to move in a certain way to get past certain obstacles to get through the courses. I was half not paying attention. I just had it on in the background while I was doing other stuff, but it was certainly something to watch. Or that I mentioned earlier, the Junimo Kart tournament. For most people, Junimo Kart's very hard. But these people who played knew the game. They knew Junimo Kart very well.
It's like Donkey Kong all over again.
Basically, yes. We had a portal race. It was very short and sweet as well. It was.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Ah! Sorry.
Uh-oh. That you know what happened? That means is someone accidentally filled their water in the river. Because that's what popped. You're fine. That would pop the idea for, oh, let's make a well so we don't have to keep going back to the river to fill our water. It just
Ended up
very funny to be able to call
changing-
that.
It took me to do it. We were all waiting to see who was gonna do it, and it's me.
I was waiting for someone to actually do it. Yeah.
I went to
Because you-
click. I'm only using my mouse right now. I'm not even
Yeah.
using the button.
Yeah,
to do
because-
the fishing.
This game does have hotkeys, especially partially you can use it with controller, so
Yep.
like if you use mouse wheel to go through all the items on your hotbar, but also your seeds pouch and your tools pouch. If you hit tab, it'll change what tool you have selected, and it will switch. Next thing when you're on your hand axe, we will use fishing. You switch to your water pouch, and if you use it on the river, you will refill it. Because that's how you get water to water your crops, which we will be doing nothing of here.
Yep. We have done a farming game run of no
Without
farming.
Yep. It's really lovely. Okay, so going back through the history of the event to this so far, we then for Portal they had Metroid Planets, which is a community-made Metroid randomizer, but it doesn't just take the normal game. It's people make rooms for the game. So it's all community-made rooms, and then it just plops in normal original Metroid items and enemies, and you play through the game. You have to navigate and find all your items and all the bosses, like a standard randomizer. But with the community-made maps.
Hey.
And then we had Geometry Dash level swap, which is a funny thing where we had two runners making a map in Geometry Dash, but they would switch off the map every few minutes, so they were working on two maps collaboratively. And there was Hi-Fi Rush Power Up, which I believe is like a roguelike mode for that game.
I need to get back to that game. I started playing it recently after getting a copy from Humble Monthly, and it's good, even though I am bad.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like, okay, you can play the game main story, but can you be so good at the combat to do the roguelike mode? And if I'm remembering correctly, each of the runners completed it in a single run, which just shows they're that good at the combat. And before that, we had Amplitude, which is a very interesting rhythm game. Various songs played and showed up during that. And then for that to start off Saturday was Rack and Slay, which is roguelike billiards.
Huh.
Definitely interesting to see. And then continuing back, we had Friday night. We had a StarCraft 2 co-op competition, which I was involved in, and went much better than we could have planned. Or than how we planned as well, I should better to say as well. Great. Throw that off. But we had Sonic Rivals, which is literally a Sonic racing game where you're racing against AI.
Oh.
Certainly well, Sonic's already a fast game, but making it a little racing game.
I had tabbed out.
Uh-oh. Oh, the caves are calling.
We will be going
Time for
to
the
the
caves.
caves.
Time for the one and only time we go into the caves.
I do appreciate that on the waiting screen, because MamaBlackwing's name is so long, it gets scrunched up just a little bit.
Alright, let's all go to the caves. Let's just put our stuff away.
We have to go to the caves, and it's raining, so we gotta get these caves done quick.
Wait, we want to get the, I mean, we can get the fish we want before we go into the cave.
When I have, wait, no, you need everyone for the
Yes, we
caves.
do need everyone, because it's a special cutscene, we do need everyone to go to the caves this time. But after this time, normally, you can have individuals go to the caves one at a time as they want, but this also is the only time we're going to the cave.
Yeah, because while we're there, we just also need to make sure we get enough flint for the axe and the,
Harpoon.
yeah.
Which, how much is that, Hop? Oh, I was gonna say, did we remember pine cones?
Yeah, I'm just picking these up as we go just for to get the various contributions they will give us, even though it's
Oh,
not little.
yeah.
But we do need the pine cones for something we're going to be doing in the cave. We'll just run by and
Yeah,
pick these
we
up
just
as
need a
go.
pine cone or a pomegranate.
Yeah, which drop from these trees here in the forest. I'm just gonna pause a little bit just to tab over. Someone picked up seeds.
Hi, it me. I was ahead of you guys,
Now
so
you
I
talk to
just
the
decided.
animals as well. All of these things we're not gonna be doing.
How do we already have pinecone knowledge too?
I
Because we
That I
picked up
could
so
not tell
many
you.
pine cones.
I guess it's easy to get pinecone knowledge.
We ran through the forest learning about the pine cones.
Oh yeah, hello. Hello, Toe. Goodbye, Toe. So this is where we get into the slightly mystical part of that was a talking glyptodon, which is a, I believe, extinct animal in modern day. Oh, yeah. So the caves here, roots of Pacha, do work similar to the caves in Stardew, where you don't want to open that one. You have to break rocks until you find the exit. So the caves here are much nicer than the caves in Stardew because one, there's no fighting at all, and two, the rooms themselves don't randomize each day. It's just what's in each room. So you don't have to. Not a trouble to go in. You're like, we want to go to this room, and you have to mine through the rooms, and you don't know where the exit is. You can freely come in and out of a room in the caves once you have unlocked it.
Alright, and this is going to be a thing where we can ask for a little bit of audience participation. How many of these little Glyptodon guys do you see during this cutscene? Because that is our trial with these Glyptodons. Keep an eye on them. How many different ones did you see?
Very nice of the devs as well, just to point out they put some accessibility in that, yes, they're all colored, but they all each had a different shape. Well, it makes it nice. I mean, of course, we all know the answer. But we should, anyone?
That's not.
Oh, you've all already answered. Fine, we'll go on.
Yeah.
It is 5.
It's 5.
Very simple early trial. Just a count. Also unlock
They won't let us skip. Oh, there we go. Now I can.
They give us as well, tell us about the fast travel system in the game, which we do not use because we don't progress enough in the caves or the pyramid to unlock it.
How many flint do we need for the tools again?
25. I have it written down. 15.
15. All right.
Oh no, we need 15 for the axe and 20 for the harpoon, so 35 total.
So everybody, this will be the one and only time. Well, not the one and only time, because if we don't have enough flint, we won't be able to get the tools. So we will have to go in again if, just for whatever reason, we happen to get bad spawns on flint.
But there we go. Gotta break these rocks to get the doors open again. There we go.
Doors open.
Go, go. No, it's not. It should be the next room should have a lot of flint for us. So why it probably won't be an issue if we are needing for flint. Oh,
Doors
there
open.
We go. We have a first dark room, which again will not be interacting with these much in the future. But they have a mechanic where it's dark in the room and you have to light torches to be able to break the rocks.
Doors open.
You're not expected to be able to break rocks in the dark if you don't know they're there. Yeah, there's lots of flint in this room. If we get us plenty. I'm already at 15 flint. How much is everyone else at?
I have 10.
8, because I was never able to get in.
I'll just get all of it that we have in here, just in case.
So,
Yeah,
as you might be able to see on my screen, we did get the door open, but there is these vines in the way. Through normal gameplay progress, you would need to get the axe upgrade to... Well, the axe itself.
Yeah, so we are going to get one axe, which we need for chopping down stronger trees to get hardwood. There... Oh, yes. No, you want to go to the river for the fish, which I guess we're supposed to pick up along there, but that's fine.
Hop, you're taking the long way, unless you're going to the bottom of the mountain.
I was trying to go to the bottom, but I realized it's faster to go this way around anyway. Faster to drop and then re-enter from the normal entrance. And there's a nice shortcut here from the caves.
Okay.
You do have to still go all the way around, but once you're here, you can just jump down and back in the village.
How much is needed for the axe? You want me to get it?
Yes. Do you have 15 with you?
No, I have 11.
Okay.
Alright, when you... I can throw you some.
Yeah. We need 15 flint, 10 wood, 20 plant fiber.
Might have to gather some plant fiber. Might not. I'll
Check
check what I
the
grabbed.
chest first, but should find fit. Another nice feature of this game is that once you've caught a fish, once you caught a type of fish once you're about halfway through catching a fish, if it's a fish that you have caught before, it will reveal its shape. Well, you know, if this is a fish, so for you to decide, hey, do you actually want to catch this fish or not? Like right now, we're trying to catch a fish that we have not because it is rainy.
And I forget, what difficulty is it?
It is a tier 2 fish, so we want it to look for the 4 segments. It's in the forest river specifically.
Oh, in the forest? Okay, then let me get out of here and into the forest.
Yeah.
I am in the wrong place.
Yeah, we probably should have tried to catch it on the way up to the cave, but it's fine. We can just catch it now after.
Hello there.
Hello. Oh. Oh, caught enough of those accidentally. Again, it's not a all or nothing when you're catching fish. It's more of a percent chance. And just full bar just means you are guaranteed to catch it. But you can catch a fish before it's full as a full bar. So we could try to do that to speed up some stuff. But especially if it's a new fish, you want to make sure that we have the bar full. So that we will not catch it. So we make sure we catch it. Also, you can see that we're just clicking to scare away the fish and make new fish spawn. This is an any season fish. We need to come back at some point. But I guess it's really is better to just catch it now while we can.
It's 15
Thank you.
Fish, where are you? This is a rock. It's called a
That's
rock.
3. I caught a rock.
Did you? Actually?
No. No. I wish.
Yeah, so of course
I'm just
we
getting
expect
exclusively 3s.
same now. You might expect the higher, the higher rarity fish spawn less often and are harder to catch, of course, but also means they have more contribution. Oh, I've got a 4. Hopefully it's a rock. So we could focus on catching the harder fish, but it takes longer to catch overall. So that means we don't get the higher level as quickly.
That's
which is why
Cabeza.
we could actually do the math on it. It's better to catch the higher tier fish than the porcupines, but for now we know that catching the porcupines works, so we're sticking with it.
Sorry.
Hey!
Hey, Belle, good job.
Oh, got the
I
wrong.
got fish on the fryer thingies.
Love.
Oh, you got the smokers up and running?
You got the smokers.
All right.
Software, got the smokers. I guess they could mention this, even though they would say we're not actually going to do this. We decided that we thought the idea of when we knew we were going to do this run is like, okay, what this donation incentive can we do for ourselves? Of like, when we do certain things during this run, we'll donate for that. Decided, the mechanic of the ABC is like the first one to catch a fish, and there's, I guess, also a record system for keeping track of who's caught the bigger fish, which is entirely arbitrary. Oh, we have 20 more than enough flint. Let me get my food. They're thinking, okay, let's maybe do something of whoever has the record for the fish. But not sure if it shows. Yeah, it does say. Okay, it does show the biggest size and who caught it. And we could do that, or who caught the fish first. We realize it's too much hassle to keep track of it. I'm just gonna donate a clean $45 at the end of this run. One for every fish in this, one for every different type of fish in this game.
Do you have a favorite fish, Hop? I'm curious.
In general or specifically in the game?
Ooh, both.
Okay. Ooh. In general, that's tough. There is so many different types of fish. Most of them are lovely. Ones that aren't invasive species or poisonous or venomous. Which one is it? Which one, lionfish? They have.
Those are poisonous.
Oh, they're poisonous, right? They sting you, and you. If I bite you, poisonous. If you bite me, it's venomous, right?
No, sorry, other way
No,
around.
Other way around. I always mix that up. Oh, that was a stargazer that I just let go, which I probably should have tried to catch because of all the extra contribution we've gotten from it. Oh, yes. Which fish do I like most? Oh.
Oops.
Bell picked up a carrot.
Carrots.
I like pufferfish because when they blow up, they're just adorable and funny.
Oh, pufferfish are great.
I think mine, just off of, like, having them in a tank, I love, the Plecostomus. The sucker fish that cleans the tank.
Ah.
Ooh, yeah.
Cool
In
fish.
this game, I think my favorite fish is the Shasto, which we haven't met yet. I believe it's a summer fish on the beach, but it basically looks like somewhat of a almost like a snail-like creature.
Not sure about actual fish, but in game, one of the rarest fish you can catch is literally called Zeus,
Mm-hmm.
which is exactly what it's called, but just the idea of calling a fish Zeus appeals to me.
Can Zeus the fish also shoot lightning bolts, or is that kind of, limited to
pretty sure they
their
can.
namesake?
What happens to the great god Zeus in general?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't think they can actually shoot lightning.
Dang.
It would be.
I was so hopeful.
There are some
Cool,
mystical
though.
elements to this game, but there's nothing like a
Ooh.
fish that can shoot lightning.
Mm-hmm.
That would be certainly probably a different game.
I think, we saw when we used the little fast travel system, from completing the totem challenge for the Glyptodons, we gained the ability to transform into them and travel through the tunnels. There are various other... Hey, look! More rain!
More rain. If only we hadn't caught the fish already. But we did, so we're good. Now we're getting into the real meat of this game with the fishing, and we are smoking the fish to get better contribution from them. Working our way towards that 54,000 prosperity in the top left. So we're already at 6,000 from just a few days of fishing. Shows just how good it is when you have lots of people just fishing.
Yep.
Now I'm getting just the Tic Tacs.
My favorite
I got
Final
the
Fantasy
pork.
game.
Hmm?
The
Oh, that's awful.
Like,
Tic
sorry?
Tacs. Tic Tacs, my favorite Final Fantasy game.
Hold on. Oh, Final Fantasy. Okay, I do love me a good Tic Tacs game.
Loved that game growing up. The PS1 version, both of the advanced ones. Just.
Definitely a fun genre of game. Personally. What other topics do I have written down? Oh, I guess we could go back, continue through a recap of this segment. Doing it before the finale and before the team doing their job, maybe before the where did I finish? Where did I left off? I believe I said Sonic Rivals. Believe so. Before that, we had
So, yeah.
Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus, any percent race. Is the very cool to watch Metroidvania, like Hollow Knight, like Metroid, like Castlevania. Where it's a very Eastern Asian theme. Especially the art and the characters. Oh, then we had the lovely game of Doronko Wenko.
I love that game.
It's such a good game where you are a little corgi and you are making a mess.
Ooh.
And if that game does sound interesting to you and you do have a computer, it is free on Steam, I believe.
Did believe that it is a free game,
Mhm.
which
And you are a little Pomeranian making big messes.
yes. Before that, we had a tournament for Playback Loop, which is a interesting puzzle game where you can record your actions you take and play them back as a copy does them. You have to do that to solve various puzzles. But we had Little Witch Nobeta. I don't remember exactly what type of game it is. I think it's a game sort of like a Hat in Time, I believe. I could be wrong. If someone knows more, you can please correct me. I do not know all the games that exist. That is too much knowledge for one person to have. And before that was to start the day on Saturday was Samurai Maiden, which again I was not there for, so I do not know exactly what type of game it is. I can't say much about that. Going back to Thursday, which was the first day of the event, finished off with a melee tournament, which I was definitely long asleep before it happened. So I cannot tell you how that went, but Smash Bros is almost always a good time. But before that, it was a game show. If I remember correctly what was said about it, it was basically like the New York Times daily puzzles, but around video game knowledge. Definitely suggest watching that one. And before that was Hatsu Noko Fight, which I believe was a fighting game. Again, not sure. I was not around at the time to watch too much of it.
Stupid.
And before that, we had Fae Farm, another farming game, which they did some farming, I think, but I mostly believe they did a bunch of mining. They did a speedrun ahead tried called Wing Percent, where they had to get item called the wing, which allows them to double jump, if I'm remembering correctly. Also,
So
part of
what
the
I'm hearing is
sweepstakes?
there's
Yes.
been a lot of farming games in this marathon, but not a lot of farming in them.
Yes. There's been 3 different farming games without much farming in them. So I guess there was the it's not listed on the schedule. I forgot about it first, but it was Friday. We had an impromptu just because we were so far ahead of time. There was an impromptu Stardew classroom run, which also doesn't include farming that much. It's more so picking up, getting all the various items that drop on the ground during the game. So there wasn't much farming there either. The 4 runs of farming games without much farming.
That's how it is.
Funny.
I was gonna say, again, as someone who runs farming games, there is surprisingly little farming in those categories as well. I think you're onto something, Hop,
There's
honestly.
something where, do people actually play farming games for the farming? Or is it all just a pretense?
You know what? That's a really good point. Because in our runs, it's just, repeatedly giving objects to people. There is some farming in some of them, but yeah, it depends on the day, depends on the category, depends how we're feeling.
When you're playing them casually, you'll probably be doing all sorts of fishing. Or all sorts of farming, not fishing. Farming.
I see the agenda here, Hop. I see the fishing. I heard you. That was a slip.
That was entirely unintentional, but
Hop has fishing on the brain.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why fishing is on the brain.
Because fish are swimming in the brain.
Potentially,
Instead
yes. They're swimming around. Fishing again.
The fish are fishing now.
Oh my gosh. What?
Now, I do want to do a quick check-in quickly. How long, approximately, until our cave painting? Just so we can let everybody know the sense of urgency.
We are still in the very initial phase of the game where we're just fishing to get contributions, to get money, to get up to the high level of prosperity we need for that harpoon. So it is still very repetitive what we're doing right now. So the main brunt of this segment. So how long have we been going? For about so we are still a bit away. Look at the calendar, which we don't
it
have
says
unlocked
Summer
yet.
8 is
Summer
the
8,
Cave
yeah.
Painting Festival. Once we get enough contribution, we will be sleeping through a few days, and that'll jump us forward in time.
We might have overestimated how long that's talk.
Normally, I'd be stalking someone in this game.
Yeah, normally we wouldn't all be fishing. We'd be doing various things like talking to people and getting a little bit of a friendship or romance going on.
Like farming. Would you be doing farming?
I don't know. I
Farming,
think on
what's
our
that?
shared multiplayer file, because outside of this fishing run, the 4 of us do have a shared multiplayer world where I think it started off where Hop was doing all of the fishing. Surprise, shock. Belle and I were doing a lot of the mining and like clearing land. And Blackwing was in charge of farming.
Yeah. And it was a heavy farm.
Yeah.
It was. And now on that shared file, we have unlocked irrigation, so we now no longer have to scramble to get everything watered. We can
Always
just open the
wonderful.
floodgates and let the crops grow.
I realized we should get more smokers, just so we can get all this fish smoked faster. Get
Yeah, I
through
think
these
we've already
days
cleared the smokers twice today.
Yes. I'm just going through what we have in the fields for wood. Just picking that up.
So we know that there's a lot in this game. Hey, are there dogs in this game?
There are. In fact, while they're all digging through that chest and getting things organized, I will show some of the dogs that actually live in town.
Ooh, okay. Can I tell you about our charity while we go check out those
Go
dogs?
ahead.
Okay, amazing, because we've got dogs over here too. If you've been joining us for Multithon Rivals 2024 over the last few days, then you know that we have been raising money here for Blue Path Service Dogs. And Blue Path provides autism service dogs offering safety, companionship, and opportunities for independence. Their vision is to be the definitive leader in autism service dog provision, transforming the lives of individuals, families, and communities. So just a reminder again that every single dollar that is donated goes to this wonderful cause, whether it is $1 or $10, $100, whatever you have been able to give is supporting this. So thank you so much to everybody who has already contributed towards this. And again, every $10 donation could get us another cave painting for later on today, especially if you enjoy them of the sus variety. We're already sitting at 15 cave paintings and we can get even more. So if you want to send over a $10 donation, that can also help us work towards our Final Fantasy XIV milestone of $2,750. And that is only just over $400 away. So let's keep pushing. It's finale day, everybody. Let's get that energy going and keep raising money for Blue Path, shall we?
In town, we have these 3 dogs. The gray one up here is Kessler. The white one over there is Skara. And this black one right here is Beckley. These are all owned by one of the people in town named Akka, who is also known by, at least me, as Wolf Mom. And I went into the wrong house. I need to go to, this house.
I do believe she is considered in the game as a whole as Wolf Mom.
This is Wolf Mom, Akka. She is, in the game, I believe they do have her listed as, like, Mother of Wolves. And so, she is actually one of the people who gives you the ability to tame and adopt animals. To get your own pets, you have to work with her to get her idea made, where you get a flute that allows you to play music for animals to get them to like you. And if you get them to like you and they are livestock animals, like I believe in this game ibexes, boars, or things like that, you need to build a barn or an animal shed for them. But if they are creatures like wolves or cave lions or rabbits or spiders, you need to build your own house so that way you can keep them as a pet, because we can't keep them in the house we are currently living in because our aunt who we live with is allergic.
Or
Grandma.
grandma. They're
Great aunt. Great
No,
aunt.
grandma.
they're a grandmother. There is not actually any familial relation. If I'm remembering
Right.
correctly.
I think it's our grandpa and his sister.
Grandma, but they don't have any children. We are adopted by the clan, if I remember correctly. Oh look, they're building a bridge to a place that we will go once because they were forced to, and then never go again, aka the pyramid. As you saw, yes.
I also, I really loved Kane's description of the flute that can, get you some relationship points there, because I wish it was that easy to make friends. Just go up to someone, play the flute, make some new friends. Could be pretty fab.
It does only work on the animals, not the people, but that would
Darn.
be great.
However, once you get a little bit of friendship with people going, there is something you can do to give yourself a little boost of friendship with them, and that is... Oh no, it won't let me do it right now. Why won't it let me dance? I want to dance.
You're not friends with them enough.
There we go.
Hold on. Where's the button? I'm trying to remember what the button is.
The same button to open up the options menu. You just have to be on an empty inventory slot.
There we go.
I love it.
Yes. And each of the NPCs have their own unique dance that they do.
And I am going to I'm going to poke a little bit of fun at one of my fellow runners, because the character that they choose to romance very often, named Garrick, when you dance with him, he dances the Gangnam Style dance.
He calls it Garrick style.
It's so good. Oh, it's...
And when you have kids, I don't know if it's with any of the others, but my kids say that when you have kids with him, they say, I call it and it says your name style.
That's lovely.
Because your kids dance the same style that you dance. No.
You know, that has been the one thing, I think, throughout all of my playthroughs of Roots of Pacha. My single-player world, the multiplayer world with my wife, and the multiplayer world with my fellow runners here. That is the one thing I don't think I've done, is actually get married and have a kid in-game. Because I usually end up just running around and spending all of my day in the cave mining for gems and ores.
And then one of the things when it involves the children that's nice based off of, that's completely different from Stardew, is you can have 2 girls, 2 boys, or 1 of each.
Yeah, and I have 1 of each.
I have both boys on my main game.
My own save, I haven't played that much solo since playing with these people. So I just have a baby girl, if I'm remembering correctly. Another cool thing about children in this game is that they grow up enough to the point of like, I want to where they decide I want to be this profession, and they'll have a personality based on that as well. So you can partially influence what your child will be based on items you give them and how you interact with them, and who you choose as their babysitter once they're of a certain age. Lots of cool little mechanics like that in this game is what makes this game so wonderful.
I really like that, because some games just end when the kid's like a toddler and you don't really see them do much. So yeah, actually getting to see them grow up and get a bit of a personality sounds awesome.
Yes, there is later on, you literally build a school, which I believe was also part of the 1.2 update.
It was.
And as part of it, they also added learning stations, where the mechanic is of, hey, you set it somewhere in your farm, and then you tell the children, hey, please take care of this thing for me. And it's like children actively getting experience working with animals or just growing plants. A nice giving some a story reason for a mechanic of automating part of your farm. No, we're definitely not going to get to that. And I don't, almost certainly, we can't make the children fish. That would be hilarious if you could do that. Force the children to go fishing.
See, Hop, this is what I said about the fishing agenda, is like, I see the deep underlying current with everything you do, where now we're trying to get the children to fish.
They won't fish.
We're getting everyone involved. If only.
I've got
The children,
two
they yearn
agendas.
for the docks.
I've got 2 agendas. Fishing, mini games mostly, and Archipelago. I've succeeded
Love
both
it.
of those in this marathon. So, I am satisfied.
How would you say is the general progress with the fishing and all that so far? Like, catch us up a little bit on where we're at in terms of the different varieties we have and all that so far.
So we haven't caught that many yet, as we are still in spring and we don't have the harpoon yet. So really, right now we're spending all our time catching fish, so we can get contribution points
Mm-hmm.
to get the harpoon. And then once we soon-ish, we will start just sleeping. I believe this is the last day of actual fishing we're gonna do, maybe.
Yeah, no, this should be the last one. I think we have more than enough fish at this point.
Yeah, so we've plenty of fish, so really all we're just waiting for now is time to go by to smoke the fish and give it as contributions, and then from that just sleep a lot of days so that the clan's prosperity also just naturally goes up each day without us doing anything. But of course, giving contribution gives more. But it goes up about 1,000 each day on its own. So we do want to maximize it so we can beforehand. But of course, we can sleep so that it can reach the rest of it on its own.
Yeah, once we hit the point where we're going to be sleeping a lot, it's pretty much going to be wake up, swap out the fish on the smokers, and then go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, that point. We don't actually need the harpoon until, if I remember correctly, we don't need it until summer. Remembering that correctly, because there are not any of the highest tier fish are not exclusive to spring or summer. No, I have stamina again. Gotta eat some more fish. Yeah, there
Okay, so-
is no fish in spring or summer that needs the harpoon, so we can delay getting the harpoon until fall, though we aren't going to wait that long. We're going to aim to get the harpoon sometime in summer, which is optimal because it also makes catching the fish overall faster.
Hop, you gonna grab the fish to sell and I throw them on the thing? And then the
Yeah.
others just
It already
sleep?
got swapped out.
Yeah. I
No,
already swapped-
I'm meaning when we do the
Oh.
Oh
daily.
yes, when we're doing the days, yes, I will be the one to grab the fish. And
I can
Blackwing
throw the
will be
fish
one
on
to
the
put
thing.
the new fish on.
Yeah, I can grab the fish to put the new ones on. Okay.
So I do just want to jump in really quickly because we have some friends that are joining us here at the stream. Thank you
Oh.
so much to everybody who is joining us. I just wanted to shout out that if you are just joining us for the first time, welcome to Multithon Rivals. We are here to take the idea of togetherness, mix in the spirit of joyful competition. So in addition to the co-op experience, expect to see some racing, bingo, competitive relays, tournaments, and more. We know that we are better together even as a friend friendly rivalry. And here we get to see some amazing 4-player co-op fishing action in Roots of Pacha, and we have been raising money for Blue Path service dogs over the last few days. So again, we are currently working towards a fun incentive where every $10 donation will get our runners here to draw a cave painting of a sus little crewmate from Among Us. So again, that is every $10 donation. We are sitting at 15 cave paintings already, and we can get even more. And if you're wondering a little bit about Blue Path, they provide autism service dogs, offering safety, companionship, and opportunities for independence. Their vision is to be the definitive leader in autism service dog provision, transforming the lives of individuals, families, and communities. So again, we are doing some fishing here. Runners, what is your favorite part of fishing in general?
In general?
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd say eating them.
You know, very fair. So valid.
You see,
I
I'm
do
not a
love
big
eating fish.
I'm not a big fish eater, but just catching fish, just the time waiting is just peaceful. Yourself on the water or in the water, just waiting for the fish to bite.
It's very calming, isn't it? It's pretty peaceful.
Very much so.
I mean, if we're basing it off the game, I don't know why I'm still here. But if we're basing it on real life, I honestly, I really do want to get back into fishing. It's just the only thing I don't like is that sometimes, depending on where you are, the fish can be very strong in smell. But I do like how to watch how like when you're casting and everything, how they're trying to. I have a darker thought process on it, so I don't know if I would be allowed to say that actually. I just like watching them flop around in the water trying to get free. I don't know why, but it's like a stimulus of like a personal, because I always struggled with a lot of stuff, so it's kind of like a personal watching them, and when they actually managed to get, when I did fish, they always broke free, so I kind of have that connection, because you're trapped and then you get free, and that's the only thing I remember about fishing. I really do.
I really like that one, Blackwing, because I was genuinely just gonna say snacks. So I have to say, I think I like the metaphor going on there a lot.
Well, I've struggled a lot in my life, so watching them struggle, and then if they actually manage to get free, it's kind of more. I know it sucks because it's like, oh no, I just lost the fish I was trying to get for food, but it's also the, well, hey, it managed to live another day. Sorry, I really do have a dark thought process on the of the whole thing.
But no, I mean, I can kind of understand that a little bit, because it is, like, the struggle to survive.
They get free in video games a lot, too, so I'm like, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't fish. I'm only here because
Do we
of
have
Hop.
You know what? That's totally fair. I was also curious if we talked about like good fishing mini games. Are there any fishing mini games you've played where you were like, this was the worst fishing mini game I have ever played?
Stardew.
I truly do wish Stardew had a better system. I truly do.
Yeah, like, level 0 fishing in Stardew is terrible. But as you do it more, you get better, and it gets better.
Yes, but
No, it doesn't. It's hard. Then again, I play on a
we need
Switch.
50 stones. Are we gonna actually do the calendar like we usually do?
yes, we would love to know the actual times.
Okay,
Yeah, because
I got
it's
the
the
stones.
sundial today.
Oh, it's Sundial Day. I'm getting the stone then.
I already have the stones.
Oh, you do? Okay. Alright, I'll put the fish on, then. Fish on. There we go. So there's our first
Are we
actual
just-
idea.
Are we going back to sleep also?
Yeah, just putting the fish on, and then...
Back to sleep.
Hey, you want me to throw these fish to you? Kain, we're done with the fishing for now.
Alright, I'm just catching this one fish and I'll go back to bed.
Wait, are you gonna catch these in bed? No.
Maybe.
You gotta wake
No,
up.
but I'll wake up.
Yeah, so we are going to the actual speed part where we just pick up fish, put down fish, sell fish, go back to bed for multiple days. I believe we have the beach unlocked today.
Day 9, possibly. It's either 9 or 10.
Forget
don't
which
know.
day exactly is the beach, which day is the savannah.
I think Savannah's
Believe-
first.
Yeah, we get Savannah first.
Oh, wait.
Nope,
Oh, right,
we get the
today's
jungle
jungle
first.
day. Right, we gotta go visit the jungle and see the pyramid, what they're gonna do literally nothing with. And it's like, kinda can show it off.
But no, okay, so back on the whole fishing talk when it comes to video games. I've played the like pro bass fishing from the PS1, and it's more like real fishing where you have to sit there, wait for it to bite, you have to actually reel it in, and it's a lot more easier than even Stardew when it comes for me. So Stardew was like one of the only ones that I just despised the fishing, and it was okay, I'm just gonna collect these and get this done because I have to. I don't like Stardew fishing. It needs a lot of rewrite work. I hope they don't actually decide to have that in the Haunted Chocolatier when he brings out his new one.
It would be very funny to have fishing in Haunted Chocolatier. But I
Well,
guess very easily reasonable too, though, as well.
I'm more on I want to make sure it's not the same type of fishing.
Yes, that too.
I got it. I have 202 fish in my inventory to put in
Yep.
the thing.
Want to make sure. Yeah, so we're getting about 2,000 each day. So if we get to 5,400, about 32, so about 16 days, which will easily be done by the end of spring. We repeat this pattern.
I guess we'll also stick around long enough for Grandma to wake up so I can talk to her about the sundial.
Yes.
Well, we already have the sundial being made.
Yeah,
It's...
exactly.
Yeah, it's
Talk to
done.
her,
I just need to
build
talk
it.
to her and place it.
Oh, it's already done? Okay.
It's only 2 days or so. Hold on, I just want to double check
Hang on.
this
Grandma.
tear. Oh yes, now here you get. We claimed this earlier because you got a dryer, but a dryer is not as good as a smoker for fish.
Alright, so
So
now
we do
the
not
sundial is starting to be made. And after a day or two, we'll be ready, and then we will actually see the time instead of the position of the sun in the sky.
Truly an interesting way mechanic to do for a Stone Age setting of. You don't know, you don't keep track of time that much. You just what's your time? Your time is where the sun is.
And in fact, if I go over here where the building site is, you'll see they've already started on the chiseling of it. But now I'm going to go back into Grandma and Grandpa's house and go back to sleep.
Come on, put the fish in. Back to sleep.
So we have gotten to the more quiet part of the run. If we have anything going on or anything to share?
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to shout out the fact that everyone has been doing such incredible work raising money for Blue Path service dogs. We have raised over $2,325 for such a great cause. So massive thank you again to everybody who has been supporting this. I wanted to give a little bit of an explanation on where some of your dollars are going towards. So, for example, with Blue Path, they have dedicated volunteer puppy raisers that teach 8-week-old puppies basic obedience skills and appropriate house manners. They socialize the puppies to everything the world has to offer, enabling them to develop comfort with a variety of sights, sounds, and experiences. Puppy raisers give the dogs a solid foundation and prepare them for their next phase of their service dog training with Blue Path's professional instructors. And as a reminder again, everyone, all of your donations have actually gotten us 2 dogs named while raising money for Blue Path. So Thunder, our original boy, is now an explosive detection dog, and we're expecting to receive updates on the birth of our next pup, Lightning, in January 2025. So again, all of your dollars are going towards this great cause. Thank you so much to everybody who's been contributing. We are on the final day, but we are not done. For example, we just had another anonymous $10 donation that says, "Oh, whoa." Thank you so much. We appreciate your support, and that'll get us another Amogus cave drawing. So thank you for that one.
And as we have seen through the cutscene and information that happened in-game, the beach has now opened up. A new biome, new aesthetics for the fishing screen, and a whole new set of fish to catch.
In spring, there are 2 specific fish we're looking for that are both the tier 2s. That means they have 4 segments. The chitons and oysters. I don't know why you catch why you're catching oysters with a hand axe or harpoon, but you do in this game.
You just gotta crack it on the head real good.
I guess so.
I unfortunately somehow missed a 5-segment one. I scared it away by accident.
Oh, that's a shame.
Ooh.
But as always, will be easier to catch once we get the harpoon. So it's fine that we did not catch it yet.
I really like the music over here. It's so jammin'.
The
It's
music
great.
is a wonderful part of this game. They had 2 sets of OBS, 2 sets of OSTs on Spotify and various other platforms where you can listen to music. You want to listen to the music for this game yourself. There isn't really spoilers for it. Kinda is, but nothing that's too crazy.
There's
Just
your
music
5.
as you
Your
progress through the
5-1.
game.
Hey, good job catching the 5 segment.
Hey. I believe we just need to catch a chitin for now. And we're good to get back to...
Got it.
There it is. Alright, let's
All
get
right.
back to the routine now.
Back to sleep.
We gotta switch the fish. Then we go back to sleep.
Y'all gotta switch the fish.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. It is time for the honk me 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 me.
Honk shoe.
No, honk me me me.
Honk me. How do you
Tomato.
Why did you?
how do you sleep? Oh, I'm very tempted to use the power I learned about last night, but I am not going to, especially because I am a runner and I need to focus on playing this game.
Wee Wee in chat says snork shoe.
Snork shoe, that's pretty good.
That is certainly a way to sleep.
True genders? Honk shit. Oh gosh. That the true gender affirming method? How you snore? Alright, you can see we have the time
Oh, yeah.
now.
Just go straight in.
Kane's just standing there, dancing. I'd love to save and go to sleep.
I was distracted by dancing.
When are you never distracted by dancing?
When I'm distracted by fishing.
Hey.
What happens if you end up dancing while fishing? Is that too much power?
I
That
think so.
if you could somehow figure out how you can do that, yes, that would absolutely be too much power.
I was gonna say I think so because we can't actually do it.
You can somehow manage to fish while doing the do the dancing while fishing. That would be crazy. Okay, so we don't actually need to go to the savannah yet because there is no fish that we need to catch in spring there. So we are going to wait and delay going to the savannah. So some more of putting the fish on and going to sleep.
Fish on.
Fish on. Wrong game. But fish on.
What about Fisha?
Wrong save.
Wrong save. That's the that is for the jokes that I am the fisher. I have named my character on our group save Fisha, which is literally just fish with an A at the end.
And then I believe Blackwing and Bell are just Blackwing and Bell.
Bell.
And then
And
I
you-
am
Correct.
referee.
Which is might be the greatest character ever made.
Every other one of them looks like an ordinary character, and then there's my character, who has a big blonde poofy afro-looking hair
It's so good.
with a headband and a matching yellow outfit.
Fantasy characters where there's somehow hair, eyes, and outfit all the same color are truly funny.
Don't we at some point need to get the belt?
Oh, we could. Yes, we could get a bigger belt from Jizu, but don't believe we need to get it yet. We have plenty of space for what we're doing right now.
I mean, if I can catch her before she gets out to the forest, I can get one for me real quick.
Could, yes. Because Jizu
I mean,
is the main
I can-
weaver.
I can hold her.
Oh, are we doing this now? It's all...
Bigger belt.
Yeah, right there at the entrance. Bell, up here. At the entrance of the forest. Hello, I'd like to exchange. I'd like to buy a bigger belt.
And I think we have enough contribution per person to get the biggest belt as well.
Oh, we absolutely do. We have almost 20,000.
Which means we can
So
carry
should I
more
get
stuff.
both of them? One or both?
I get both, just why not?
Because then if you somehow get like a lot of different types of fish, you don't have to worry about dropping some off.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh no, did she
She
get
broke.
activated?
She got activated. Well,
She needs to get where she needs to go
yeah.
now.
It's a very funny thing in this game, especially because, of course, you can't pause the game when you're multiplayer, but when you're in single player, you can pause the game, and the NPCs will keep moving. Because they're on a schedule, and they gotta follow that schedule. And if you try to hold them up for too long, they will just say, I'm gonna stop talking to you, and get to where they want to go anyway. Belle, did I...
Maybe not starting him, I don't.
Belle, did you disappear somewhere? Are you chasing her down?
I did chase her down and I got the second belt.
Alright, well, I'm fine with the first, but I don't think we'll need that much space.
Yeah, closest equivalent is like in Stardew when you stand in front of an NPC, how they'll stay there for like a certain bit of time before they start to shake and just break through and go real fast.
It's
Only
funny.
these guys won't stop until they get to their next spot.
It is very funny like this. Oh no, I'm taking this moment to look at my phone and what tweets have gone out about us.
Oh no.
Oh, look at that, we're already at 40k, we're getting close.
Hey.
Just 14k more, so yeah, it's just a few more days of just sleeping. I'm pretty sure at this point, we can just purely sleep and not change out the fish. If we want to, just to go slightly faster. We don't remember exact timing, but I guess we were off on when we wanted to go to the, we were off on the timing of when we go to the painting festival, so that's still going.
Yep. We still have entries for the painting. Because
Would now be a good time for an incentive update as well while we're sleeping?
yes.
Okay, let's chat, friends. So we have a poll, a bit of a bid war that is currently open for our Archipelago Multi-World Randomizer Tournament going on later today. So we are going to be seeing a link to the past and Hollow Knight, and you can choose how each of the characters look. I won't give all of the options, but I will say that the current 4 characters in the lead are Owo Knight for Ruby Roo's Hollow Knight skin. We've got Star Bunny as the other Hollow Knight skin, Dark Link as one of the Link to the Past sprites, and Phoenix Wright barely in the lead for the final Link to the Past sprite. So any of those can change with a donation, and we could see some fun other characters taking place for that tournament. Now, not only can we work towards that bid war, but we also have our milestone that is open for Final Fantasy XIV, the professional contest. Now, we talked a little bit about that earlier, about how we can have more fishing, again with the professionals showing off what peak fishing gameplay looks like. Now, I've heard that there may be some additional milestones available as well, so we can get more of this marathon if we keep donating. Again, for that milestone, we just need slightly over $400 more for that one. But hey, we know how much we love fishing over here, so we can do it if we work together. Isn't that kind of the spirit of Multithon? You know, that fun co-op, working together for good cause. It's wonderful. We love to see it. So let's get back to our runners, see how they work together for a great cause with fishing for a village. Tell us how it's going.
Almost.
We must rest up so that way we can catch more fish.
Yes. We're almost to that key number of 54,000 prosperity to unlock the harpoon. We might get the notification about buying it, about making it first, but it's saying, hey, I have this idea, get a bit more prosperity, and then we can make it for sure. Which is kind of how this game works. Sometimes it'll tell you an idea before you can exactly make it, because it just wants you to get a little bit more prosperity. There's some nice gameplay mechanics there for you.
Give you that little push of, hey, you're almost to this mark.
Yeah. Alright, so we just hit 52k. It might tell us about it. We'll see it show up at the top of the screen.
And now we're in summer.
Sickles are in summer as well.
First,
Yep, there it
and
is.
it's raining.
Let's not break our back fishing. Where you going?
It's raining. Isn't there one in the
raining.
summer?
It's raining. We need to go fishing in the rain in the summer. Yes, we do. Do we? We do. We have some
And
red
we
eyes
also
to catch.
can't work on the harpoon research at all because it's raining and the person we need to talk to is not visiting.
Oh yes, that's. Well, we need the 54k anyway, which I believe we will get with the specific fish.
I'm gonna go to the beach.
That is fine.
Sounds
Do
good.
do we want to wait for? I think we might want to wait and actually get the harpoon before we try to get these, but we don't know when it will rain next. Is the issue? Oh no, I don't believe this is it. But just to make sure, I believe it's a tier 3, which is the 5. Oh, this might be it actually. There's another one of the summer fish that we need to catch. Yes, this is the Gyrodos. Some of these names are very easy to say and some are not.
We got a sponge.
Got a sponge indeed. There's a Ruscus.
So again, I'm guessing, just like a lot of other farming games, we have different fish, different seasons, which is why we're getting a ton of new fish all at once, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
exactly
Hop,
Awesome.
any
Yes.
summer fish in the forest that I could go for while we're trying to catch fish today?
They are, and I'm looking at this realizing the fish we're trying to catch right now also shows up in fall. So I think we might want to wait and get the harpoon first before we try to catch, especially because it's a rare fish. Okay. So I want, I'm just gonna take all the fish we have, throw it in that contribution box.
You want me to throw it in the contribution box? It's all on me, I believe.
Or that, or we can cook it with what we have. Should be enough.
I have 110, and then 52 for two different, for the,
I think we can just sleep for now.
You want me to just
Hopefully
throw
we can
them
get our
in?
harpoon tomorrow. And then we can get to the real fishing of catching all the rarer fish.
Pop, you want me to just throw all the fish in?
Not all of them, because we can cook them and get the bonuses for cooking them. Get increased
Okay.
fish spawn.
So, cook how many?
I guess we could really cook all of them, especially the
Okay,
rarer ones.
cooking 110 fish. Got it.
Let's go. Plenty of fish. Let's get to sleep. Or split up the cooked fish in the box. We'll get it and then make it easier for us to fish in the future. Because the very nice thing is that when you cook just straight fish and eat it, it gives you a buff to getting more fish.
Okay, the fish is in there for everyone.
Lovely. There we go, over 54k. Hopefully the person we need will show up today, which is also slightly random.
Because,
Oh, yes.
oh,
This another cutscene of more people showing up that we sadly truly do not care about.
she is here
she's
today.
Lovely.
She's in the forest. Who has
wants
the
to go?
materials?
It's in the box.
In the box? Alright.
Right, the nice thing with the harpoon is that because it is an idea and it's a tool for all of us, we don't have to make 4 different harpoons, and that once the idea finishes, we will all have a harpoon.
Are we sleeping then?
So while we're waiting for Kain to get back, we can just do some more fishing, just in case we catch the fish that we need.
Shoot.
Actually, no, we won't catch them in the land, so we can just go to sleep.
I was
Over the
gonna
guide
say.
we have. Get back to that honk shoe.
It'd be like right here. Yes. Alright, so now we have a minimum of 2 days before she comes back and gives us a harpoon to fish with. Now, depending on weather and other various things, she might not be here in 2 days, so we'll have to wait for the 3rd or the 4th, or depending on RNG, it might not be until after the cave painting festival.
I was going to say, quick check-in on that cave painting as well. It seems that we're sitting at about 16 cave paintings for all of you. So if that's coming up soon, this is your final reminder to everybody that every $10 donation can get a bonus cave painting. So if you want to see more, time is very short. Let's get those in and make our friends over here do some snazzy painting, all right? Let's do it.
Yeah, that's coming up very soon now. Now that we are in summer and they're just passing the days.
Yep, and if I'm remembering correctly, 2 of the paintings must kiss.
Yes.
Yes, that's true, actually.
Are they around?
I believe it's tomorrow, right?
I'm double checking. No, they finished. Inza, are you in town today?
She is. She's on the beach.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's get to fishing.
Let's get back to fishing. I will go to the river, the forest, since that's where we need to go to catch 2 fish. And there's some fish in the beach, and there's some fish in the savannah.
I got one of them. I'll do the savannah though.
I'll do the beach since I gotta head there to pick up the harpoon.
Yes.
I can get the other half of the river, or the... Which one are you doing, the river
go
or the
to
other
the
one?
river, I will head up to the lake.
Okay.
And what am I looking for on the beach?
I believe, has already caught a sponge, so you want a Shasto and a Cubo Medusa, which should both be tier 2 fish. So you want, because we now have the harpoon,
Wait.
all fish are easier to catch. We'll see.
And this is
immediately.
great. This means that I am going to be working on trying to catch my favorite fish in the game. The Shasto. He's just a little guy.
Double check something on the wiki. Look at that. We can see fish that we don't even have much knowledge on are easier to catch. Oh, there's one already. There's the fat fish. Interestingly named.
This fish is being testy. There's the Tuso.
Oh, is that the 5 segment one?
I believe it would have been, but it was a 4 segment.
Right, it's a tier 3 fish, which, when you don't have the harpoon, requires 5 segments. Because we now have the harpoon, it's only 4 segments. I just caught the big eye. What else do we need?
That's an oyster.
Oh yeah,
That's another
Tuso
one.
was what you wanted to catch.
What one is missing in the river?
We need to catch the cutlass. Which is a 2 tier, which would be 3 segments.
Fatfish, Ruscus.
Yeah, I've caught all the summer specific in the savannah, so now you can just catch whichever's are new. Or the Serato
Give
and
me-
the
I
don't
need
wanna-
my mollusk. That's not a mollusk. That is also not a mollusk.
oh my gosh, I don't want to catch the fish with
Oh, I already
So
have the
little.
cutlass.
Oh, I have a 5 segment fish, which is one of the rarest fish in the game now, especially because now that we have the harpoon.
So it was only the cutlass?
Only the cutlass for summer, the river.
Okay. So do you
I
have...
just had a 5-tick fish and I scared it off.
I've got one myself as well right now.
You hate to see it. It's always a shame when they run away.
These 5 segment fish are the main ones that we're after because they are the rarest. That is a knife tooth, which will save us lots of time later not having to catch it.
That is the
So-
incorrect mollusk.
So what one's up in your area now, Hop, that's left?
I have the Peludo, I believe, and the Mystique, which is only at night. That is not a Peludo. You. What do I still want to catch? I caught. Oh, I'm looking. Oh no, I caught Big Eye. Yeah, so. I'm all good for summer here. Everyone caught their summer fish.
I have caught not the fish I was looking for
Yes.
on the beach.
Looking for the Shasto and technically the Cubo Medusa, but that can wait till fall. We need to save some time. Of course, in general as well, watching out for any of the general fish that are available in all seasons. Get out of here, Hammer. You're not the fish I want.
Caught. Shasto!
Hey,
The boy! Love that little guy. I'm keeping it in my pocket for the rest of the run. It is my pet.
That is perfectly fine. Wonderful, another fish from Bell.
And you said the Cuba Medusa was also the same
Yes.
rarity as the Shasto?
Yes, the Cuban Medusa
Not
is the
wanted.
same rarity, which will be
3
should be
segment.
3 segments, yes. But we can wait to catch it in fall. We need to. Fish is taunting me at this point. Not being the fish that I want. I'll probably wait out here because there is a
Oh.
night fish that we can catch.
Got the
To
Cuba
get that.
Medusa.
Hey, lovely. There's a few night fish that we can catch now. But the main ones we want to catch only show up in winter.
Alright,
So we
so
will have to.
I'm clear on the beach now.
Done
I'm
with
clear
the
on the
beach?
beach now. I got
Alright.
Kane, why don't you come help me?
the. Where are you at?
Good in Savannah.
Savannah.
Oh my gosh, another 5 tickfish for me. I'm just gonna catch it. I'm not sure if there's 2 in the forest. I'm just gonna double check. Be very deliberate with your movements catching these
And not the
rare
fish I'm
fish.
looking for.
Alright, and
Alright, so
what are
just
we
have a
looking
knife,
for
too.
over in the savannah?
Which one do we need from the savannah?
Savannah,
Uh.
I believe we have them all now.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, actually, yeah, we have them all right now. We should
Okay.
go sleep because we want to do our night fishing in winter.
alright.
Yeah, so we are done, at least for summer. Well, maybe it rains, and then we're gonna hopefully catch a red eye.
I would need to catch what range for the smallmouth.
So I guess we will say we are getting ready to lock in for a few nights of sleep before the cave painting festival. So this is going to be the last time to get any donations in to add more crewmates to the cave painting walls. We have 16. 2 of them must kiss. If you want more romance among the painted crewmates, get those donations in now.
Did you say among?
Among
Among?
us.
I
Among Us?
really love it because what is more in the spirit of Multithon and co-op action than a kiss between 2 Among Us crewmates?
Yep.
Honestly, we love to see it.
Not raining, so we go to sleep.
It's raining.
Raining.
Oh, it's raining.
So where do we need to
We're
go?
going to fish in the land. We want to catch a red eye, and then we're going back to sleep.
No, we also gotta get the one for the savannah. That's a rainy
Oh,
day fish.
one of that. The smallmouth. Go get that one as well, then.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm on it.
I'll
Is
go
there
join.
is there any in the beach or the other area?
I will check them. Hold on. I'm currently in the middle of the fish.
I will not be playing this in for real.
There we go. There's the red eye in the
Alright.
rainy. We already got the rocks, so we don't need to worry about that. I believe that is it. We caught. This is the wingy and the beach, but I believe we've also caught. Though
I don't think we've caught the wingy yet.
I double check. We have not caught the wingy. So I will come down to the beach to help with the wingy.
And I think I am getting the smallmouth.
Yeah. Oh, Bel beat you to it.
Bel got it right before. Dang it.
This is why we have 4 people doing it, though, to make it faster.
With being on the Switch, I have to be careful not to move I have to try not to move faster.
I do have to say, we kind of divided into different fishing groups where Bel and myself are using some form of controller to play. Because while I am on the PC, I am using currently a PlayStation controller.
Really love that for the game.
Because
Then with the light,
I do not have the dexterity to fish with a mouse in this game.
Come on, fish. I should be eating this food I have to make more fish spawn. Just to make this all go faster.
Oh yeah, the first season is over, so we have lost our
Our buff there, yes.
our coming of age buff.
I would like a wingy, please. Oh, no, this
You're
is
not a
wingy. This would
wingy.
be 3 segments. I'm looking for the wrong fish. Nope, we're not a wingy.
That's a funnus.
Is indeed a funnus.
You're not the right fish. You're not either.
Believe I have it. Might be another new fish. Wingy! Lovely. Let's go to sleep now. We are done with all the rainfish.
Alright.
Next time we go out, will be to paint.
Yeah. Hello, Frere. Goodbye, Frere.
Husband. Not this time, but in general.
Maybe in another life.
In another life, yes.
In another life, at another time.
Yes. Truly.
Alright. Summer 7, Year 1. The final day before the Cave Painting Festival. And now, today is the day.
Today we paint. Burn them at the caves. We paint. The festivals are nice in this game. You can't interact with people normally like you can during festivals. Everyone is at the festival. Festivals usually give you some bonus for interacting with them. I don't remember if the cave painting does, but it's very fun to just paint. And then the funny thing about that after you do the cave painting festival, you can just actually walk to the cave where you did the painting. You just can't see, you can't just interact with the painting though. So how many Among Us are we drawing?
So we are drawing 16. Massive thank you to everybody who contributed towards this, because that alone is already an extra $160 to Blue Path Service Dogs. So big thank you, everybody. Let's see those crewmates.
All right, so that is 4 for each of us. I will draw the kissing ones.
I do not know how to actually do these.
The Among Us is very simple.
It's literally an A. I never even thought about that.
It basically is an A, yes.
So that one, the kissing one, is in honor of our dear friend JPEG.
You're welcome,
Thank
JPEG.
you so much,
Boy.
JPEG, for that donation. Yo, welcome in, friends who are just joining us on the raid. Wanted to shout out that if you are here for the first time, this is Multithon Rivals 2024, where we get a joy of co-op and rivalry and competition and races. This is finale day, and we are in the final segments of the day. And you have joined us for cave painting, where we have raised money through your donations to Blue Path Service Dogs to paint Amogus. So thank you, everybody who's been contributing. And if you would like to support Blue Path Service Dogs and the incredible work they do, please follow our !donate link, and you too can help contribute to a really great cause. And they provide autism service dogs, offering safety, companionship, and opportunities for independence. Their vision is to be the definitive leader in autism service dog provision, transforming the lives of individuals, families, and communities. So again, welcome here, everyone. We're happy to have you. Let's enjoy this cave painting.
So, I accidentally made this yellow one down here
It's wide.
taller than the rest. Just
Bel-
slightly.
Bel drew a big Amogus over here.
Oh no.
Not the best.
Look at that Amogus.
They're very simple. It's truly is just. Well, let's not do it here where it has the different colors. Let's go. Truly is just.
So,
No. Oh,
hello
stop.
Raiders, hello Senna, hello Abby.
There we go.
Abby,
There it goes,
I hope
Julie.
that nobody died during the Pathfinder session.
Hold on. I think I missed it.
I got it. I think.
Thank you.
I'll just draw the rest of them. Belle drew a much more
What?
detailed.
Why are they front facing? They're so much
Guys,
more menacing.
We're watching you because they are always watching.
So each section of cave painting has its own unique Amogus. We have the 4 that are staring at us and judging us for our actions.
Belle, do you
I
want-
drew the rest for Belle.
Nice.
We have the 2 that are kissing over here. We have long Amogus.
Long.
And then we have
The
the
single
big Amogus.
All right, we made our 16. Let's get back to fishing. We are starting to run out of time.
That we are.
We only got half an hour left, and it takes much longer to sleep than you think.
Do we have any night fish that we particularly need to get right now?
Oh, we could get them now, but they're mainly in winter is the thing.
Okay.
So I think we want to wait till winter to get them. We have caught the Stargazer well, which is easily one already off our list. And most of the night fish are easy to catch. The only big one is a Medusalian, which is the highest tier fish you need to catch at night.
So I think we're all set for summer, so it's just time to sleep to fall.
Yes, it is. We are all set till summer, so we are sleeping till fall. I do wish this game had a multi-sleep.
Yes, we are in sleep percent mode now.
Truly. Sleep
We are in
percent.
resident sleeper mode.
Yes. I'm just using this time just to see what people are saying in chat. Such a very funny conversations going on behind the scenes that I will not say out loud, but there's some funny people working on Multithon.
I really also enjoy that every good farming game has a sleep strat. Like, there's also just so much sleeping, and it's effective. It's very effective.
Yeah, because you don't want to be spending every day of like 20 minutes or so. I did just remember something. I know there's a nice mechanic in this game that you can change how long your days last. I'm realizing I might have had the time of day set to longer than it should have been, which is why it technically took longer for us to get to where we should be, but we'll just see where we are come fall and winter and how long the fish take.
I'd say, because I think last time we all played together, we were set to like 17-minute days.
Yeah, the base for the game is 15 minutes per day, and then you can set it up to 17 and a half or even 20 minutes per day. does technically make it easier for us for catching night fish, or just fish during specific times of day. But in the long time scheme of things, it might not have been the best. We will see. I will check once we're done to see what I had the date length set to, and if we do end up going long, I am going to blame entirely on that and on myself.
Yeah, but that is something that does happen on occasion. Just a small change in settings can make the difference. I mean, that's why I think a lot of people who do speedruns in games like Luigi's Mansion, they play with the Japanese language because the text goes by faster. It shaves just a little bit off, but it's the difference between getting the record and not.
We could have probably looked up which language is fastest, but I think it's better that we all understand what's being said, considering what's this game and what the run exactly we are doing. Take us to fall. Almost there.
Yep, just a week away.
Belle, did you notice the colors I chose for the Among Us?
Yeah. Exactly which colors they were.
It's the 4 of us. I was gonna take one of yours and be like, well, I could do 5. But I added just the main 4 starters. And the 4 of us who started the group.
Mm-hmm.
Blackwing is talking about a separate group.
Yes,
So.
sorry. The group,
It's fine.
mine and hers group, Dragon Blood Roses. Dragon's Blood
Their own
Roses.
Group of special gamers.
I don't know if I'd call a special gamer.
No, I don't know. What do you want to call it then?
we all met. Honestly, we all met because of one Minecraft SMP.
Yeah. Hey, all know each other from the same community, which I will shout out at the end of our run, but we don't need to discuss that now.
Because right now the focus is on us, the fish, and raising money for charity. Blue Path Service Dogs.
Kain, you're killing it. Honestly, do you want to take my job?
Kain, stop fishing right now. Oh wait, no, one more day.
It's one more.
Here, come on, scoot over. We got a microphone. Let's go. Let's go.
No, I think that would detract from my fishing focus.
Kain, are you turning into Hop? One sole focus, and it's fishing.
Fish.
Honestly, I didn't know what. I didn't know what
Another
the.
hop.
Okay, where all do we need to go first?
All right.
Everywhere?
So the fall fish that we need to catch so far are on the land and in the beach.
All right, I'm
Fall
on the way to the
only.
beach.
I'll go
Land
to
and
the
beach.
beach.
But if someone could hold me in land, because there is a morning only fish that is the hardest fish. If we could get more people on that just to catch it, that would be
All right,
wonderful.
then I will
I got
stop
it.
by the I will stop by the water on the way to the beach. If it is morning only, we will get that done
Yes,
first.
it is morning only, so we'd love to catch.
I think the
yarn.
beach has a morning only, but did we already catch that?
What is it?
I am double
I think we did.
checking.
It might have been
Yeah.
it was a summer one that we already caught.
We caught the trilobite already, yes, so we were fine on that.
All right.
There
So
are
how many
the-
pips are we looking for the fish?
It is
In
it
the
is
land?
max pips of 5. It'll be fast. There's also something about this game that with the fishing that the number of segments a fish has also determines how fast it is and how fast it moves around and about how erratic. Also just makes it harder to catch. So I gotta just remind myself and everyone else to eat your food so we get more fish spawns.
Eat your fish to catch the fish.
Yes, eat the fish, catch the fish. Cook the
We
fish,
have to eat fish to catch
cook the
fish.
fish, eat the fish, catch the fish.
Be one with the fish?
Maybe.
We gotta be the fish.
We are the fish.
We gotta date the fish.
I think that's a little too much.
That's maybe a different game.
No, thank you.
We can catch the fisher, not the fish.
Don't you mean fisha?
Yes. Oh no, I've got it. I've got a lovely new tweet now. Thank you, social media team. Thank you for this tweet. I'm just gonna.
Oh, no.
I'm just gonna retweet that. That's a lovely tweet.
Not wanted.
Oh, I still have the bonus. It hasn't gone away yet. Come on, Yark. Looking for a Yark.
I need to get the. Oh wait, that's night, so I will wait until then.
We're not gonna catch any night fish until winter. So that's when.
Isn't the Zeus fish only in fall?
The Zeus fish is weird because it's listed what it's listed as in the wiki, but we've also caught it outside of those times. So
True.
we'll obey what it says in the wiki, but if we find it beforehand, we find it beforehand, which is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
On, where is a Yark?
Getting nothing but threes.
Haven't caught that sill yet.
Oh, I'm still on the land.
Oh, okay. So,
I
yeah,
figured
we'll
if we're
fish
trying to go
there.
for the rare fish,
Yeah, have everyone on it.
Go
yeah.
on ahead and go. I've almost got it.
Oh, you've got one on your line?
I'm gonna wait to make sure you've caught it first. Just to be sure, because
I said I almost had it.
Yeah, no, it's...
Hey!
Hey! Alright,
That's what I
we
meant
got
by I
the beach.
almost had it.
To the beach.
I was
Run to the
literally,
beach.
I was
To the
literally
beach,
when I said
beach?
I almost have it. It was the two notches, and I had been running after it for a bit. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna lose this one. Is that now
So-
3 that I've caught? That's the 5 tier.
I think so.
I caught one. I know. I'll double check the list.
No, that's
Coming
not
down
what
to the
I'm
beach
looking
now to
for.
catch a sill, which is a. The sill, which is a tier 2, so we want to look for 3 ticks.
Alright, so not you, not you. Maybe you. Could you be the fish I am looking for? You are not.
You are not the fish. You the fish. You are not the fish. Are you the fish?
Can you be... You are not the fish.
Nope. Not that one. Many different fish at the beach, which
Nope,
makes
you are
sense
the-
for it's the ocean. Oh, I think I've got it. Yes, I do.
I caught a Thunus on one thing. Like on
Alright,
one
let's
pit.
go. Time to sleep.
Late. Hi, Brub.
Just want to look at our list
Hi,
right
Brub.
now. Yeah, the rest of the fish, I believe we'll be catching in summer,
Hopefully not.
or sorry, not in summer, in winter.
What is the Zeus still the falled out?
No. Zeus is not listed under fall.
No, it is.
Is it listed under fall on our document?
Yes.
Okay. Because on the wiki
So
now,
Zeus is rain.
Zeus is listed on the wiki as for anything. So
Yeah, but we found out, wasn't it easier to find it in the rain?
it might be. But I am not entirely sure.
No, we have it listed as night.
Do we need any fall rainfish?
There are no fall rainfish.
Wait, you said we
Or
have
we
it
have-
listed as night?
Uh-huh.
I
The
caught it during
Zeus?
the day on a rainy day, because it's not.
Yeah, the
It's,
Zeus on the wiki is listed as all. So
yeah, well, I'm gonna go
all
try to catch
seasons,
it.
all times a day.
Zeus is the beach.
No,
Zeus
Zeus
is
is the
Savannah.
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 Alright, do you want to just go capture the savannah fish? Let's all go to Savannah.
Yeah, since we've got the
Oh.
rainy day.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the rainy day matters, but let's just go in case.
That's when I caught the Zeus the last time.
Here's the savannah, which we have barely been to so far.
Unless you're Belle or myself.
Belle.
But Belle isn't broadcasting because she's
Belle's-
on a Switch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on. Eat the food. Come on. Oh, it did it. There we go. It does not detect that it's actually in the water to fish.
And how many pips is the Zeus again?
Zeus is the highest tier, so it is 5
Alright,
pips, and
5.
it's gonna be fast.
Alright.
I'm just gonna double check if there are any other... which other savannah fish there are to catch.
I know. I managed to get most of them.
There is the ruck fat fish. I know you got all of them, I believe. Yeah, you caught the archer, you caught the fat fish, you caught the ruscus, you caught the serrado. So yes, it's just the Zeus we're waiting for now to catch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it would make sense if the Zeus was caught in the rain.
Yeah, it would make sense. I'm not sure what the wiki and what the wiki says.
That's a 3. Get out of here. Another 3. That's another 3.
4. That's a 2. That's a 3. 2.
Come on, Zeus.
Zeus is a fairly rare one as well, you mentioned, hey?
Yes.
Yep, and that's kind of why today, in the rain, we've got all hands in the area just, let's try to get this fish. Of course, with how luck has been treating us the past few fishing days, it is entirely likely that right now, because she is not talking, we have Blackwing just locked in.
Not yet, but close to it.
Oh, I have it. I
Oh.
have the Zeus.
Get the
It just
Zeus.
showed up for me. Gotta make sure I don't scare him away.
A little tidbit for the folks back home. This was another part where we had issue with in our practice run that we recorded.
Oh, yes. Let's go.
Hey,
Back to
alright,
sleep.
back to sleep.
Now we sleep until
Excuse me.
winter, and then we sadly have to stay up until night. If I do have nights longer, that'll help us, and we can do the one actual trick we know in this game. We'll get to show up once we start catching the winter night fish, the winter/night fish.
Yes.
Remind me what that is?
We should come up with a name of it, but I'm not sure. We should come up with some funny name with it about the fact that I'll explain it once we're done, but it is very funny how it works.
We have just looking at the list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fish remaining on our list.
Lovely.
Let's get this done, people. There is a chance that we might be able to get this done.
Hopefully. I want to
Mhm.
get it in time.
I don't
Sleep
know
into
why,
winter.
for whatever reason, there decided to be a cursor staying on my screen when I'm using a controller, and there shouldn't be one, but it has been
Love
fixed.
to see it.
We've got, the E3 strats of the cursor just being in the middle of the screen when you're trying to show something.
Oh no, clan gathering that we will ignore and fully go to sleep.
Oh boy, cooking festival. Cooking festival, honk shoe.
Honk shoot.
After all, we already know what the winner's gonna make. Fish tacos.
Oh, my favorite. Fish tacos are so dang good.
Oh, the fish
So-
tacos are great.
It's just one of those quick things of the fishing that sorry, my brain is stuck in fishing mode.
Yeah.
The cooking festival, each clan of people in this game has their religious leader, their regular leader, both of them, and one of them from one of the clans is the judge for the cooking competition. The main deal with that competition is you have to run around talking to everybody to gather hints as to who they all think the judge might be and what the proper dish would be to make, so that way you can cook the winning dish that they would like to win the competition. A festival that we also skipped over with sleeping, which was, honestly, it would have been a good one for, the theming of this marathon. It was just a competition festival. And it has, like, 4 different mini games that you can play, which are like spear throwing to hit a target. You have to hit as many targets as you can in a row. They have wood chopping, where you have to chop the most pieces of wood without running out of energy. There is the game of bones, where there's a bunch of rocks on the ground. You throw one rock in the air and try to gather them all up before the rock gets back into your hand. And then the main competition, which is a tug of war. And yes, in the chat, we are sleeping until winter. We are reverse hibernating.
Yes. Well, we've been doing a lot of sleeping.
Again, that sounds so cozy.
If only you could sleep and just not eat. They were literally just waking up and immediately going back to sleep for the night, for the whole next 24 hours. Absolutely not be done IRL.
Yeah, I even if it could be done, I wouldn't. I love food.
Food is great. And many things in life
Over
you miss
time, your
out
body
on.
actually has to have food. You can go multiple days just sleeping, but it's not. Whoops! I hit wake up. It's not recommended. I only know this
Please
because
do
Since
not try
we-
it.
no, nobody try it.
No,
It's-
don't do it.
Do not.
even when you're sick, like you need liquids at least. That's one of the things. It's just like when you're severely sick, sometimes you don't eat like solid foods, but you should have at least fluids.
You need fluids, and you need some form of caloric intake, which can come in the form of fluids. That's why we have soups and juices and things like that. But you still need some form of caloric intake and liquids. You were saying before we jumped back in, Lana.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if we're sleeping, then I've got some great announcements for all of us quickly.
Let's hear them.
So I just wanted to remind everybody that if you are new to Multithon and you like what we do, or if you want more updates on the service dogs that we have named in the past, type !Discord in chat to join in. We have a great community of gamers looking to play together, including lots of Archipelago and other co-op games. We know that Hop loves that Archipelago,
Yes.
so if you want to join in on the fun, definitely join in the Discord as well. So again, just wanted to shout out that we have raised over $2,335 for Blue Path service dogs, and we are working towards our milestone goal that is open right now. If you check the Tiltify page, you see that if we hit $2,750, we will get more fishing with the professionals in Final Fantasy XIV for just over $400 to hit that incentive. Every single donation gets us even closer to that goal, and it supports a great cause in Blue Path Service Dogs. So consider donating if you are able to, and if you would like to support the work that we do here and the work that Blue Path Service Dogs does with all of the participants that they work with. So thanks so much if you've already donated, and if you're just tuning in and hanging out with us, hey, thanks for being here too. We're happy to have you.
Almost to winter, and hopefully we have enough time to get the fish we need. Cursor, where you go?
Nope.
Please cooperate. We're getting close.
We've got, what, 3 more days? 4 more days until winter?
28 days in a month, because it's 4 weeks of 7 days. As video game logic of, yes, there's only 1 month in a season and exactly 28 days. They always start on Monday and end on Sunday. So I guess...
Same as the Japanese calendar.
So I guess at this game, there's no concept of Monday, Tuesday, and such. It's just the first day of the week. Well, actually, no, it does have the concept of days. We just don't have the full calendar to have them being shown. I know it's because the racing days, which would be unlocked if we ever went into taming animals, happens every other Saturday.
Final
Better
day of
sleep
sleeping.
before winter.
There is literal racing in this game as well. Which
Okay, Hop, where all do we need to
maybe
go?
show off another time. Yep. Okay. So, main place to go is forest.
Okay, but where all has fish?
Forest.
The land and forest and the beach. Well, we've already done the beach one, so we don't need to worry about that one.
We need to come back to the beach for the Medusalian eventually. So that's at night. So we need to go to the forest lake first.
Boy, the Medusalian was, I think, the last one we had in our
Yes.
test run.
The Medusalian is a winter night only fish at the beach. It is definitely the worst fish to try to catch.
Alright. Anything down at the river, or is it just in the lake?
Should be just in the lake.
Okay.
Alright.
Belle got the haiku. Or the haku.
Taiko.
Haiku.
And I'll have to
It's the
double
pretty
check
blue
where we
one?
need to go for the remaining fish. Cause
Is it
probably
lake or I'm sorry, the river or the
the
pond?
lake.
Look at those little baby boars.
There's none in the
Big
river?
There might be. I'll need to double check which we do and do not have.
Please do.
Yes. Give me alphabetical. Not. We need Coco Cestus, which we're gonna get right now. The Goonie, which we need to catch at the beach. High Wind, which we're getting at the lake right now. Got the Knife Tooth. the Matter, which is the big bad, which there are 2 tier 4 fish at the beach, which is slightly
All right,
annoying.
we got the Cocostius.
Coco Cestus. Oh, we do have to catch the 4 tier fish in the river. Shouldn't, hopefully not too bad to get.
Right.
The
Okay,
trumpet
well,
and
I'm at the
lantern.
river. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
What else do we have up top?
There's so many night fish to catch. At this point, I don't think we'll be able to catch them all, which is a shame. Yeah. The time we have left, I don't think we'll be able to catch them all of how many we need to catch and the different timings. So we will catch what fish we can, and then, but once we hit our time, we will, fortunately have to stop. So I can get to the other fishing, because the very funny thing with Final Fantasy fishing, it is very time sensitive.
Oh yeah, because they're going into I don't know why I always do this whenever someone mentions it. I want to like rattle off the copy pasta, but I do not remember it.
Free trial of Final Fantasy 14. I don't remember at all, but it's like play up to level
Hit
60,
MMORPG.
hit MMORPG.
Alright, we got
play
the
up
high
to
wind.
level 60, or it gets at 70 now, including the award-winning Stormbringers. And what's the other one? I don't remember it. If someone wants to
Heaven
find
Sword.
it and someone find it and post it in chat. I will not. I don't let Automod let it through. If it Automod catches it.
Alright, we got the high wind up here as well. What else are we looking for in the lake? That's a 5-pointer.
Yeah, don't get the pointer in the lake. Okay, that's all we... Oh, wait, hold on. Lake? Let me see. In the lake, we need... I believe we caught everything else in this lake. We need the Mystique and the Trident, which are only at night, though. So we are done with the lake for now. We gotta go back down to the river.
What was the one that has to be gotten at the river?
The 5-star. Or 5 segment.
Hello, baby boars.
But yeah, the 5 segment serpent. That should be all. So I'll make sure to eat the food as well.
You mean this one?
The one, yes. Lovely. We're done. Done with the lake. Done with the river. Okay. We're going now. We've caught all in the savannah. Yes. The land of the night only, I believe. Yes. So we are going to the beach. Hopefully we can catch what fish are left at the beach. But it's probably, we do have the issue there are 4 different night fish we have to catch. Left still, along with a few others.
Yep, because we've caught, what, there were 10 left before we got to winter, and I think we're
We
now...
caught 3.
So
We've caught
got
4.
7 left.
Got 4.
So
Because we
6
caught
left.
that, the Heiko, we caught,
There's- Oh yes, yeah. There's the 3 beach fish we need to catch. The 2 at the lake at night, and then the 1 in land at night.
All right, runners, we have made some incredible progress with the fishing, but we are going to have to start wrapping up for today. So while we're finishing the last few minutes, if you'd like to give your final shoutouts and sign-offs, that would be incredible.
Alright, let's go through that now. So, the community that we all actually came from is a community of a wonderful Mr. Shadow_Temple. That is Shadow without a W plus an underscore Temple. You can write it in chat at this point, but he's a lovely voice actor and streamer who I am a mod for, and I proud of. And this run would not be here without his community. I guess in adjacent to him, I will also shout out Zeldathon, another wonderful charity marathon group. Anyone else? Have anything they want to shout out?
I mean, I guess shouting out you guys yourselves.
Shout out me? Nah, I'm not anyone. Nah.
Well, I mean,
I've already
okay,
done
so
that myself.
I wouldn't mind shouting out actually Kain, because he has played this, like, actual game on stream a few times.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then I know I've stopped playing this for a bit on stream, and I've actually started going through a playthrough of the Game Boy Advance RPG Golden Sun, which love that game.
And this is actually the first time I've streamed, so I'm gonna actually start eventually streaming myself on my channel. At some point I'd like to look into more charity streams and stuff as well myself, so I have a little group and we've been starting stuff. Other than that, no, I'd have to double up on the shout out to Shadow because yeah, no, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here.
We did manage
Awesome.
catch 2 more fish in that time, I'll say that.
No, you've been doing great work with all of the fish. So again, massive thank you to the 4 of you. It has been such a joy to have you here for some fishing. So again, everybody, this has been Hopop, Bell, KainMoogle, and MamaBlackwing showing off Roots of Pacha Fish Percent, where we have been catching all the fish. Thank you again to everybody who donated to get some cave paintings in this game. Massive thank you to our runners. Stick around because we have more segments coming up on Multithon Rivals 2024 very, very soon. We'll catch you right after.